And hello there, it's Brenda from Cottage Court Chronicles. I'm going to walk you through, oh gosh, I'm looking for land. I'm going to walk you through the process that I used. I found this, what I thought was a really great piece of property, lots and lots of potential last week. And I'm going to walk you through the steps. So I'm working to build Blue Ridge Cottage Court, 10 net zero houses around a common courtyard looking in the Shenandoah Valley, generally Waynesboro and Stanton, Virginia. So let me show you the piece of property. So this is the listing on Zillow. It's listed at $110,000 and it has 2 acres. So I am looking for 2 to 5 acres. So this immediately caught my eye. It's priced pretty well for this area. And so I thought, oh, okay, well, let's look around a little bit more. So these are, Stanton is a very, very hilly city. It is very steep, and I'm talking really, really steep. So one of the things that drew my eye was that it's nearly level side to side, only slightly sloping. Tall, graceful oak trees overlooking a brand new and final section of a new subdivision, access to city water and sewer, which would need to be extended only a short distance. And here's a little bit of a flag for me. It says access would be off Middlebrook Road or Fisher Circle. The address is Moore Street. So why are they telling me access would be off of these other streets? So I'm like, okay, see what's going on here. And then the next item I looked at again, I've got public sewer, public water. That would all have to be verified, but those are biggies. That's really hard to find in any kind of available land at this point. I looked at the price history. So it actually started out at $180,000. It dropped down to $170,000 earlier this year. So that was in February. And by March, the price went down to $150,000. It was removed. Now we're talking about $110,000 from March to April. And it was a pending sale, so there was an offer. They were working on a contract, fell through. It was back on the market at $110,000 in May. So that is what I'm looking at in terms of the Zillow. So now I'm actually going to walk you out to the property, and you're gonna be able to see everything for yourself. So stay tuned at the back end because I'm going to show you what I decided to do. Okay, let's walk this a little bit more. So here is the sewer. You can see that they are doing some digging back here, probably building some more houses. This is, let's see, that's Brookglen. This is Fisher Circle. I'm on Moore Street. And you can see we aren't paved. We've got gravel, then we have some dirt. Still has the for sale sign out. But there looks like they're probably at the tail end of this subdivision. If that other subdivision goes through, that would be right next to us. Does not look like it goes on to Moore Street, though. So this looks to be the property. Goes up some, but in terms of Stanton terrain, this is very gentle slope. So let's see how far I can get back here. It's a beautiful tree back here. So I don't know what you can hear. Lots of birds. I am very sensitive to freeway traffic. I can hear a little bit of it, but I suspect you can't. So I'll get back here a ways.
Hard to know how far 2 acres goes back. Check out this tree. This is a fantastic tree. So this is the view. A little bit of elevation. You've got a hill back there. You have some houses in front of you. But you know what? This is just looking better and better and better. Most of it's cleared out. And again, I don't know how far back we're going, but got a little grove of what look to be some younger trees, more scrub trees, and then this incredible clearing back here. I don't know if this is part of our property or not. Our property as if I own it, huh? But it would be pretty fantastic. Okay. I'll be quiet a bit and you can probably hear the breeze and the birds. Freeway is very dim. Okay. So there we go. I'll walk back down. I don't know what the story is about this property, but we should find out soon enough. And like I said, if that subdivision goes in, we could be looking at houses right to the next to us. Also, there are 3 narrow parcels here, all owned by the same people. So we could be surrounded by houses. And let's just see how it all shakes out. But the price is right. At this point, it looks like we'd be able to get water and sewer in without much of a problem. And the expense of extending the road might not be enjoyable, but we should be able to manage that also, I think, at our price level. That's it.
So you saw me walk the property, and I was quite honestly ready to make a bid on it. Let's go ahead and make an offer, and then I'll do my due diligence, see what's going on with it. Well, I didn't have to make an offer. Things fell through before that. So this is GIS, the Geographic Information System from the city of Stanton. The property is highlighted here, and you can see it's an old image because when I walked it, all of those trees are gone. It's been clear cut. You can see the subdivision has been extended. So the image is a little bit old. So I clicked on the assessment. So I'm looking at the assessment, and it was purchased for $160,000 on Halloween last year. So it's 7 months later, basically, and being sold for $110,000. So that was like, okay, what is this about? And I've been doing this long enough, so I know to look for the adjacent properties. So one of the things that I did is I looked at the neighboring parcels. So these 3, when I looked at them, I saw that they were all owned by the same person, and this is the same company, the same LLC that is selling the parcel I was looking at for $160,000. So put 2 and 2 together, the 3 parcels were about an acre and a half. And the parcel I was looking at was 2 acres. The purchase price that this person paid was $160,000 for 3.5 acres. So it's like, okay, he's not selling at a loss. He didn't just buy the 2 acres and for 160 and try to sell it at 110. So it's like, okay, that makes a lot more sense. But let's back up a little bit to these parcels, because this doesn't show the new street coming in from the subdivision, but that new street comes in onto Moore Street exactly right at the edge of where these three parcels are. So here's the thing. If I'm looking at the parcel next to it, and I want to extend the street, the water, and the sewer, well, these folks would benefit from my work. Now, if they want to do some cost sharing, that would bring the costs down for me. But if they don't want to, they can sit on this land for as long as they want, don't have to develop it, and they can wait until whoever buys the parcel I'm looking at, they put in the street, they pay for all that expense, and they benefit, and they don't have to share the cost if they just wait for the person at on the adjacent property to do all this work. What does that work cost? Okay, so I had my poor architect, my designer. It's like, oh my goodness. So he ran some numbers for me. A document called Pro Forma gives you a sense of what everything would cost, how much you'd have to sell a house for to make up for this cost. And so you can see on this image, this is the parcel. You see the development going on across the street. There's the end of the street. I can bring in public water. I can bring in public sewer. Here's my big problem: is that street. By the time those expenses, those estimates are added together, the development costs are over $600,000. Okay, that's way out of the ball field for me. It's like, nope, this is not going to do it. So again, this was a good exercise. The cost of extending the street, even a short distance, even though the street is pretty crappy, it's just blacktop, it's narrow, it doesn't, it was clearly built before all of these city requirements were made, but now I would have to put in the curb and the stormwater and do everything to bring it up to code, and you're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars for a short street. Throw in public water and sewer extensions, can't do it. So once again, I am committed to finding something with public water, public sewer, and please, please give me a street. And the street has actually been the biggest problem from all of the sites I've looked. I've looked at some beautiful parcels, and the access would be, through another property, or they're landlocked. There's not a working street, or it's a dirt path, and building the street, folks, you don't want to do it. And it's all placed on the shoulders of the developer. This is why everything is so expensive. So, anyway, that is a hard no. And I hope you follow the process. And when you're looking for land for either your own private residence, or maybe you want to build a cottage court, now you've got some heads up on what to look for to keep it affordable. So you guys take care, and we'll see you in the next video. So long.